What's up YouTube, it's your boy Carvin's for Reg and welcome back to another video. And in today's video, I'm gonna be telling you guys how much every single mod costs on the G35. Every mod I've done also on the G35. So we're gonna be getting into prices and all that good stuff. So if you're interested in that, I definitely say stay tuned onto this video. Let's get into the video. And also I just want to say sorry if y'all can hear a little bit of the wind noise. It is a little cold out. Anyways, let's get into the video. The first mod that I put on this car, I put window tint. Now it actually came with window tint on the car, but I wanted to get it a little bit darker, so I actually had like 0% back here in these windows. I had 0% back here and I had 5% and I had 50% on the windshield. But what gets me into the second mod is I had to re-tint the car. So that's pretty much mod number 2, because back here it was a lot of bubbles. The tint was the tint was peeling off in the back. And when I went to the first tint shop, I didn't really like their work, so I didn't want to go back to them. So but the first set of tint I paid $180 for that, and then the second time I paid $300. So I had got all the tint removed from the car, and currently right now what's on the car is 5% back here, and then I think it's 15% in the front, and I didn't remove the windshield tint. The windshield tint, they actually did a pretty good job. So that was 50%. So I paid $180 for the first window tint, then I paid $300 for the second. So already spending the bag just on tint. So that was the first mod on the G35. The second mod that I did with this car, if y'all know me, y'all should know me by now. Y'all know that I'm really heavily into music. Now, let's go ahead and get into the car. Y'all know I'm into music, so I had to get rid of that other deck, man. I had to get rid of the stock deck. I was tired of listening to the FM transmitter. I know my car is a little dirty, but it is what it is. And I had got this Pioneer deck right here. So the Pioneer deck was $350, and then labor to install it was $500 with this little piece right here. So I had paid for this like little bracket piece or whatever. This is not the OEM one, as you can see, with all the rubber and stuff like that. And then of course these little things that don't really match the vents. It's supposed to be black, but yeah, I spent $350 on the radio, and then I spent $500 for labor. But just a quick little guide into the radio, man. You can do a whole lot of stuff. It plays Bluetooth. I have Apple CarPlay in here, Spotify. Also has Sirius XM, but I think you got to pay for that. And then what I really like about it is my EQ. I told you I'm really big into music, so I EQ'd this car on my own. So maybe I'll do a video about that, how I did all this stuff, and all the levels and everything, and yeah. But I did that, and yeah, that was the second mod that I did with the G35, was I added this radio. The third thing is I had bought this Stillen Z-tube right here. This was $60, and then I had bought this Canon air filter, as y'all can see right here, and that was $50. This is like my fake little intake setup. I'm really proud of it too, y'all. I'm not gonna lie. If you have a G35 and you want something like bang for your buck, pretty much, with the intake system, I definitely would recommend getting a Stillen Z-tube, and then matching up with a Canon air filter. Now you could get the Stillen round air filter. I didn't get that, to be honest. I don't think I'm gonna just keep it like this. It does a good enough job for me. So yeah, but that was the third mod on the G35. The fourth thing is I added the rays, the 19-inch rays on the G35. Now, if you guys been following me for a while, you know that these wheels did not come with this car. I actually had like some JDM replica wheels that I had bought with the car that was ugly to me, and I said it was important for me to get these rims. If I have a G35, I need these wheels. I need them. You know what I'm saying? These wheels, I feel like, just look so nice with this car, man. And they're 19s. I still don't know if I want to powder coat them yet, or if I want to keep them like this. A lot of people just said just keep it like this, but I don't know. I might powder coat them black. I'm not too sure. But yeah, I had bought these wheels, and the wheels were $500. Now the guy, he actually wanted, I think he wanted $800 for these wheels, but he had them on offer up for like a year, so I talked him down to 500. And yeah, I bought these for 500. Now, if you guys seen that video, that day was so stressful because the front two wheels came with run flats. I went to America's Tires. They were talking about like, oh, we can't install them because they're run flats and they're old and blah blah this and that. So I'm like, okay, well, cool. We'll just gotta get some tires, whatever. It's cool, whatever. They didn't have the tire size. I'm like, bruh, what? You know, I'm trying to put these tires on. I'm trying to put these wheels on the same day. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I'm already anxious or whatever. So I had went to another tire shop, bought these tires right here, radars. I am gonna switch them soon. I do want like Michelin sticky tires for the car, but the only reason why I haven't really did nothing yet because I've been thinking about buying actual wheels for this car, but I don't know. I'm just all over the place right now with this car. I don't know what direction I really want to go with this car. But anyways, off topics. I bought those radars. The two tires was $250. So I paid $250 for these tires. And then for the installation, because I had got new tire pressure sensors, you know, they had to balance the tires, all that stuff, I paid $350 for that. So that day was a really expensive day. I remember it like it was yesterday. It was real stressful for me. You know, that's when I had the G37 and the G35 out in the same video, the first time actually together. So we was going back to back in that. So that was a real good video. If y'all haven't seen that, I definitely encourage y'all to go watch that. Real fun video with me and my boys. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into the next thing. So after that, the wheels actually didn't come like this at all. Like, they were all like kind of curb rubbed up. You know, they had like some spots on there that was messed up. So I actually went to go get the wheels fixed. Now, when I had bought this car, I knew that I wanted to change the wheels, so I had bought the wheel and tire package for this car. So it was actually free for me to go ahead and put these wheels on, which was cool. So it was free for me. So I didn't pay nothing for that. So I had got the wheels looking all clean. So let's go on the other side so y'all can see. It's kind of warm back here, so that's why I've been back here, yo. I ain't gonna lie, it's cold. Yeah, so they look nice. I'm really proud of the car, especially since I only had it for a year, and I'm like, you know, making this video, I'm like, man, I kind of did a lot to it. But anyways, let's go to the next mod. And I'm back here already. I had got the muffler delete with this car. Now, the muffler delete was pricey. I paid a lot for it, I'm not even gonna lie, but those guys do great work. So I was like, you know what, it is what it is. I paid $300 for the muffler delete. So yeah, I paid $300 for this muffler delete. Real expensive. I know you could have, yeah, bro, you could have just did it for $100. I know, trust me, I know, but they do great work. I'm proud of their work, and it is what it is. I paid $300 for the muffler delete, and it sounds great. Well, it did sound great when I just had the muffler delete. The next thing was I added these side marker lights right here. They just came on, by the way. So I added these were the next purchase. The reason why these are smoked is because I actually bought Spec D lights. So I was supposed to have the smoked Spec D lights to match with these, but I had got rid of the smoked Spec D because I didn't want it to look all black. So I'm actually going to go buy the clear ones or whatever, but they've been out of stock for a minute, so I haven't bought them yet. That's why I had bought the little smoke lights. When I get the clear Spec D lights or whatever, I'm gonna switch this to the clear one. So but yeah, I bought those from VQ Plug for $35. I wouldn't buy nothing from them. That's all I'm gonna say. So yeah, that was the next mod. And then we're gonna go to the back of the car again. And the next mod I did was I added the vibrant resonator onto this car. Now, with this vibrant resonator, I'm not gonna lie, it definitely added the pop, it added that flavor to it. I love it so much. So it just makes the exhaust sound better. Now, it does have a little drone inside the cabin, but it is what it is. I'll go ahead and deal with it. It sounds like a sports car to me. But for the vibrant resonator, I paid $60 for that. And for installation, I only paid $85 for the installation. So it wasn't too expensive like the muffler delete, and it adds that pop and adds that aggressive sound to it, that GTR type feel to the car or whatever. So I do love that vibrant resonator. And then the last thing that I did with the G35 is I added these JDM Skyline 350 GT lights. These are brand new lights. These are not used. And yeah, I added these, man, and they've been a great mod. I love them, man. I love it. I love how, you know, it's so different with that orange, with the amber light right there. Like, it makes it just look a little bit different. I did always love these style tail lights with the G35, the 06, 07 tail lights, and I was gonna add them regardless, even if I was gonna get the regular ones or I was gonna get the JDM ones. But I was like, you know what, let me go ahead and switch it up. Let's go ahead and get the JDM lights. I feel like they add a great touch with the car. So with these lights, I paid $580 for the lights. So and I believe, yeah, this was the last mod so far. I still got a lot more work that I want to do with this car. Like I mentioned new tires. I'm thinking about, you know, powder coating these wheels. If I do, then I'm gonna match them up with the sticky Michelin tires. Another thing is I want to add sway bars. There's a whole bunch of other stuff I want to add to. Want to get one more piece to the exhaust to see how that's gonna sound. I do want to like paint the car or wrap it. You know, it's a lot of little rock chips right here, man, that I don't like, that wasn't over there before. But I do want to, I'm thinking about painting it, or I'm gonna wrap it, I don't know. But a lot more stuff is going to be happening with this G35 with all the mods, everything that I put into this car so far. And mind you, only had this car for 1 year now. For 1 year, I put $3,650 into the car. So that's what all the mods added up with the installation, the labor, everything. What I invested into this car so far was $3,650. I did invest a lot of money into this car, and like I said, man, a lot more stuff is coming. But yeah, $3,600 is what I put into this car so far. I'm really interested to see how much I put into the G37. I'll be making that video next. Y'all know I put a lot more mods and a lot more energy into that car. So, but yeah, $3,600, man. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Go ahead and leave me a like. Go ahead and comment. Let me know something, you know what I'm saying? Like, cause I'm kind of lost with the G35 in a direction that I wanted to go in. Like, I don't know. And yeah, so I'll catch y'all in the next video. Peace.